Quick announcement. This is not any attempt to contact one Ms. Shaw or one Ms. Kennedy. I'm in no rush at all to disobey the orders of the court. This is not a direct message to either of them, nor do I wish anybody to reach out to them on my behalf. They know the score. They know what to do. They're probably both pissed at me because I get to talk freely, and I guess they got to hide or something. I don't know. Are they in a rubber room? Nobody tells me anything. Maybe they wanted me to be dead so they can. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But I do know that I have affirmed and will reaffirm my commitment to following the orders of the court. She's their problem. She called for help from them. They're choosing to extend an 18th month not talking to her into 19 months. For whatever reason, the court says, nope, don't do it. And I am not thrilled about this, but I agree or disagree. The court has say. So that's it. It is what it is. No contact, nigga. And let me be clear. If I were to be wanting to be racist, I would shout Geronimo at the end. So I don't. I'm not. Okay? Sorry about the feather joke. I thought it was funny. I'm sorry. I was taken badly. And although I have been a hung, angry man in the past, I'm not angry anymore. I'm not angry. I'm not going to... Y'all like Annie DeFranco? Or is she too ethnic?
3, 2, 1, ignition.
Jack, astronaut. Exposed to inappropriate levels of solar energy.
Sunlight makes him the world's smartest man.
I know everything! I want that brain. Take it out.
Heat.
You can get hold of me on Gmail, azarray@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Azramorphine. That's AZRAAMORPHINE. And, of course, my Instagram is Azarray.
Vision, the motorcycle with the mind of Jack's unemployed roommate. Together they run for their lives, blocked at every turn by adventure.
Move out, don't mess around. Move out, you bring me down. Move out, I forget about, don't make a sound and move out.
Knowledge is power. For real.
Kiddo, happy birthday. Don't worry, nobody knows it's you.
You have the 9 of Cups.
Oh, that means you got almost everything that you want. 10 of Cups is absolute perfect happiness, and then 9 of Cups, you're just missing that one thing. There's just one thing that you didn't get, that you don't have, that makes everything, well, hopefully not worthless. But if there's a sadness in your heart because Kilt Man can't come and say hi on your birthday party, me too. But don't worry, here I am. We can't have everything all at once. Otherwise, everybody else will get jealous. But I can do this.
And then you have the Lovers, Gemini.
The Lovers.
Energy.
All right, kid, we're not going to become lovers. Okay, we're not. No, that's not what this is about. I'm currently offline. So, but it does mean it means a choice coming up. You can either decide to recognize that you may not have been told everything, and then in the future you might want to hear from me, or you can decide, fuck that guy, never again. And it is your birthday, so I'm happy to grant you this opportunity. You can have it either way, but I'm probably not going to jump on a plane and bring you a hammer to go with your sword. You know what I'm saying? Good news is that I don't have any resentments or anything. It's kind of complicated, but I'm not sure what the deal is with you. They're not allowed to. I'm not allowed to know such things. It's not really my business. And then if somebody else says that I'm never allowed to talk to you again, well, as soon as you're 18, that's different. But it's difficult for a guy like me in my position. If I say the wrong thing at the wrong time to the wrong kid, the right parents will just kill me. Yeah, I'm already a bad enough example. So I don't want to make any waves. But it is your birthday. I don't know how old are you? 18 or are you 25? I have no idea how old you are.
The 9 of Swords.
That one means obedience when it's in reverse. And then when it's upright, it means putting up with a bunch of shit that you don't want to put up with. But it's usually worth it.
The 6 of Cups.
That one means it means past soul life energy is coming from your past to help you in your present life. Like, just because you don't have me, well, a lot of people could fulfill the role that I could have. And it's not like you've lost anything necessarily, because I can come back in another life and be there in a different thing. It's weird how people reincarnate sometimes. When I saw your mother appear as other people, I couldn't, like, was she dead? Was she spying on me? Is that like fucking, was it a hallucinogen gun? I mean, I wasn't on drugs, so why the hell, that was her? What? Yeah, I don't know exactly, but I wouldn't mind seeing your mother. I guess there's a problem with that based on reasons that have come to light. And then this other person. What the fuck? I didn't hear that. There's a lot I don't know. But fortunately, I can tell you, not just for your sake, but for mine. I'm not mad at any of these broads, and I'm aware one of these broads is your mom. I don't mean to be disrespectful. Yeah, to me, your mom's a broad. I wouldn't call her that often, and if I wouldn't, in your case, kid, don't ever call your mother a broad. She wouldn't appreciate that at all. But I can assure you, I'd be happy to have been able to talk to her. Yeah, and I was there when she was almost hit by a car. That was fucked up. I'll tell you about that someday. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And then, like, I asked, and then I didn't get an answer. And it was at that moment that I realized that I had been objectified.
There's a past energy showing up here, Taurus, that you're thinking about. Someone is thinking about.
Yeah, you probably wonder what happened. I'll tell you later.
The High Priestess in reverse.
Yeah, I can answer all your questions, but I'm not allowed.
Crises energy.
I'm not your guardian.
This is a soul connection.
I don't want to be accused of causing trouble.
And then you have the Magician.
Sorcerer, but magician's good too. Anyway,
picking up on here.
I don't want to run afoul of any laws.
Page of Cups.
Yeah. Of course, I love you, kid. You're amazing.
Four of Pentacles.
Four of Pentacles. That one means power.
Picking up on
but I don't want to get in the way of.
Here who's a very, very intuitive. All right, and a magician.
I don't want to get in the way of anybody.
Someone who can see through people. Someone who,
Yeah, I can't wait to keep talking to you.
Is very spiritual here.
Turns out people have been telling a lot of stories about me.
Here, I feel like whoever you are, your power.
Yeah, so it turns out I'm not a secret cop, but I am owned by the military.
Taurus.
I'm a strategic asset now.
You have the Hierophant here, so you have the divine with you.
I'm also Black Pope.
On the bottom of the deck, you have the Hermit, Virgo energy,
and
you have the Ace of Cups. You're a very blessed person.
Yeah, I wish you could be here.
I know that. I feel like
very fortunate.
You've had a very difficult journey, a very difficult time in your past. And so you've gone into hermit mode, and spirits are telling you you're on the right path right now. 11 are your numbers.
It was best for everybody.
You may repeatedly see the number 11.
Those people. Good Lord.
Okay, so you have 9 of Cups, the 6 of Wands.
That means victory.
And there's something here in your life that fulfills you with the 9 of Cups.
I'm going to be exonerated at trial.
3 of Cups.
Yeah. And I don't have to be... well, anyway. It's going to work out.
The Emperor Aries energy showing up here. Yeah, I'm feeling like you have Cancer energy here with the Chariot. I'm definitely picking up on a very strong energy here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everybody misses me.
Someone here who is celebrating some type of victory.
Yeah. They wanted me to not have friends ever again.
Victory that has happened in your life.
Yeah, but now...
that you're feeling happy and content about.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
I was concerned I might go to prison.
I mean, you are moving. This is the fastest moving card in the tarot deck, and this is the Chariot.
Somebody's going to prison, but it's not me.
You've stepped out of a city. There's like a wall and a city behind you here, and you've stepped out of your comfort zone here.
Oh, God. Yeah, seriously.
And whatever your plan is here, you're going from a plan straight to the Emperor, nothing in between. This plan and you, the boss. You're the boss,
Basically, yeah.
You're golden. You're going to rise to be very, very great here in this Emperor energy.
So I'm good with people not getting pissed off.
Then you have the Lover's card, and I'm not sure if this is talking about a choice or someone in your life, because I'm seeing someone on a spiritual journey.
There's like 9 of them.
Why are the Lovers
boiling out of the woodwork? All of them thought that the house was theirs too. All of them.
And you're very gifted.
I'm very blessed.
Very, very wise.
Judgment.
You're being called.
Yeah.
There's an angel on both of these cards, okay? Do you see the angels?
Oh, yeah.
This is a spiritual message here.
They
And
gave
you're
me
being called.
They gave me an
And
upgrade.
it's your choice. With the Lovers, this is a choice.
Yeah, I'd like to be human.
You need to make a choice.
Human.
In order to awaken and come out of this coffin. Do you see the coffins there?
Uh-huh.
Representing an awakening.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm
from the
awake already.
darkness with the moon.
Yeah.
To this new plan, and this is you learning the Page of Swords.
This reader doesn't want to say too much of the truth.
Something here.
Yeah.
And there's
I know exactly
also,
why.
by the
I haven't
way,
been invited to any
there's
freeways
someone
now.
that's watching you, Taurus, and there may be a significant age difference between you and whoever this is.
Oh yeah.
Let me find out who this is.
Oh yeah. So
Why is the Page of Swords here?
Your sister asked me to figure something out. Not really, but it took
here that
years
looks
to get the
up
answer,
to you,
and then I haven't got a
admires
chance to actually tell her. And then someone apparently
of
thought I
Cups
had
and the
I had
Six of
nefarious
Pentacles.
motives, and not really.
This person's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
They're like in this Four of Swords energy, so it's someone that you may not have a lot of communication with.
No.
It may be on again, off again.
Oh yeah. Nothing to do with you. If
But
I could just
whoever
come by and
this
say hi,
Queen
that'd be
of
fine.
Cups is,
A little busy.
it could be a
kinda far away.
Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. It doesn't have to
Oh,
be.
God.
But whoever this person is, they're significant in your reading
Oh yeah.
enough that Spirits wants to call them out so that they can be seen and shown.
Yeah. Don't think I've forgotten.
And they see you as a very giving, kind.
The effort I have had to go through to keep more cars from hitting her, it's quite significant. And I don't want to be too, I don't want to sound too boasty or snobby, but it's not so I can get laid, I'll tell you that.
Person, Taurus. You
People have
like
wondered.
A secret admirer showing up here.
Oh God, so many.
You could be having some sleepless nights or something that you're worried about here.
Well, I'm not
right?
worried.
With the Nine of Swords. You could wake up in the middle of the night.
I'm afraid that all these women are going to kill
Quite
each other trying to get to
often.
me, but hopefully I've worked
Why
that
is
out.
the Nine of Swords here? You have the Hangman and the Ten of Pentacles.
Oh yeah. They're all thinking they got to fight.
Pisces energy again with
Like,
the Ten of Pentacles.
I don't need them fighting.
And the King of Pentacles. Yeah.
I'm into books. Can they read books?
Seeing it's like you're wishing here.
They don't want to read books. They want to pull out knives and start
something.
stabbing each other.
Aquarius energy with the Star.
Yeah, I'm not
And
down with
you
that.
have the Two of Cups. There's a person here in your energy, someone that you have a lot of love for, Taurus, and this person is.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, for your birthday. I wouldn't get in your way.
Seeming
I don't have the
to
capacity
me
to hand
to
that
be
over, but
quiet
yeah, absolutely, dude. Kid, I would get out and push. No
background.
problem. I mean, it's not up to me, but I would. I can give you the gift
I
of telling you
do
that I would
see
not get in your way.
here
Oh, for real,
there's
for
not a
real,
lot
for
of
real.
messages
You don't have to
going
trade
back
nothing.
and forth.
Go ahead
There
and
will be.
imagine all you want. I mean, I can't guarantee. I can't even set that
But
up.
I feel like.
But I feel you on that one, dude. I feel for real. Yeah. No, the tribal council said we
feel
can't
like
get. We got to.
there's someone here
We can't because
that you could be
the council of elders says so, which is fine with
thinking
me.
about it. But the thing is this person's watching you. Like you may feel like
There's lots of people watching me.
sadness or grief
I
over
do.
someone here that
Yeah.
you have little to no
It's
communication
so
with.
sad that nobody told me.
There's actually two different energies here watching you.
Oh yeah.
And this person, they feel stuck in their mind about you.
Don't know who that is.
All right.
Well, a lot
they
of them are.
see you
Yeah, they're
as,
kind of wondering what they could have done differently.
You know, the King of Pentacles.
Probably a lot
their
of stuff
Ten
differently, but
Pentacles.
this was the only way everybody could stay alive.
Male or female, don't pay attention to the
I
gender.
don't want people killing
But
themselves.
there's someone here that wants to give you it all. There's also
Yeah, I'm sure they want to throw the book at me, too.
A fortune here showing up in your
Oh yeah,
reading,
dude, there's
Taurus.
all this money, huge amounts of money on the line. I had no idea.
Stability, huge
Wow.
financial
Wait,
gain
I wish somebody had
from
mentioned that earlier, huh?
energy.
Yeah, it's
And
nuts.
this is all on your path, on your
Yeah.
journey where you're supposed
So just
to
so you know,
be.
you should know, kid.
Because I feel like you've been
I'm handling it.
through a
I don't
lot
wanna
in
dishonor
your
anybody.
past, and your voice has been lowered. Like you haven't been heard?
No, I haven't. No,
and you're about
nobody
ready
asked
to be
me.
Put like on a stage or put some.
They just thought that they would just keep me in ignorance the entire time. They just thought that they would just, call all the shots, and I was just some stupid guy who would never figure it out. And then a lot of times people are upset when they find out that they've been played, and so I can understand why all 8 of them, or however many it is, I don't know how many, but at last count, at least 7. I don't want them to be upset to discover that I'm not. I can't be reasoned with or argued with or bargained with or bribed, and I'm not a sex addict. So, maybe we can all just cuddle. I don't know, but it's been a number of years that I've been sitting around fucked off waiting for people to figure out what happened, and then all of a sudden, suddenly word spreads. Oh wait, he didn't die. Oh, because apparently somebody's been taking out life insurance policies on me and telling people that I died, and then getting away with it. I guess that's how certain things work. And then other people were telling people that, get this, people were spreading a rumor that I'm a pedophile who hates gay people, and that I want to find people and lure them into my grasp so I can secretly lull them into false insecurity and then shoot up drugs and then rape them to death. People have been telling other people for years that that's what I want to do. And no, I don't. I don't want to do that at all. But I wasn't aware of just how pervasive this rumor had been. Some people spent a lot of time spreading this rumor around, and I just couldn't imagine why somebody would do that. I still can't imagine, but I assume part of the reason was so that I would have an excuse to finally turn somebody in. I don't deal with cops well. They call me more than I call them.
Place where you are heard and seen.
I'm not boasting.
And recognized.
It's not that cool.
All right. There's some type of change here in your energy.
Yeah,
this is part of your soul's journey.
Yeah, everybody. I thought I was going to be able to stay, kind of on the DL. No, fucking everybody knows. Like the whole goddamn security establishment. I wonder if they still call me the fat Star Wars kid or whatever the fuck. But everybody's real shocked. I don't have a brain tumor. I'm not insane. I did seize political power in the wake of the COVID apocalypse, and then I stopped. Just a little bit was fine. I didn't really want a whole lot of political power, but a little. And then I could see how people in Homeland Security would be nervous about that. And then this whole becoming a sorcerer thing, it really alarmed some people. 'Cause I used to be a Christian, not a Christian now, but I could be a Christian because I'm the right kind of. I'm not a sorcerer. I'm a sorcerer. It's complicated, most times people shouldn't talk about it. And then I've certainly alarmed the Mennonites, the Mormons, and the who are those other fags that have names that start with M? The Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh my God, they're nervous about me. I mean, I'm not going to cause them any trouble, but I don't need to run around making fun of them either. And then no, I'm not a Scientologist or a Jew. Oh, by the way, I'll tell you later. This isn't for public. I'll tell you why my dad circumcised me. I was kind of wondering, and never knew. I'm not entirely sure that I know now, but at least now I have an answer that doesn't make me wonder like what the fuck happened. I'll just tell you that privately. I don't need to bandy it about. People have wondered if I, in addition to secretly hating Jews and gay people because of a pedo that wanted to kill, people were wondering if I was killing animals. Apparently in 1989, somebody suggested to investigators that I might be possibly capable of killing an animal. I never did, right? But I didn't find out that I was on the list of teenage boys who might be killing animals and grow up to be future serial killers. I didn't realize that they were wondering about that until fairly recently. I guess they don't, just walk up to a kid and ask him, "Hey kid, do you kill animals?" I guess they don't do that. But I was still on the list, and it's like a terrorist watch list. Like the no-fly list, like he can't adopt a cat list. Like some people, they go to the vet and they're like, "Hey, you got any cats I can adopt?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure, got a whole bunch. Take as many as you want." They're cluttering up the place. When I went to go adopt a cat, they looked at me like I was Renfield looking for a fucking snack because I had a rep. In case you've been wondering what I've been doing lately, clearing my rep.
With the 6 of Cups.
Haven't seen her since Christmas,
Why
dude.
is the 6 of
It's
Cups
nuts.
here?
I'll tell you someday.
There's also a past energy coming through here for you.
It's great talking to you. Yeah.
Justice.
Yeah,
Something
justice.
in your life is going to be balanced out with
It's taken a while. I'm getting it.
justice. Do you see the scale?
Yeah, they have fallen from my eyes. Thanks.
There's good fortune coming into your life. There's something here that you deserve, that you've earned.
Kid, thank you. I deserve friendship with you, but I have to
long
wait.
enough.
I don't want to upset anybody.
Yes, see, you've had strength.
People get nervous.
Leo energy with strength, but
People are real nervous.
I want to know why this keeps showing up here. You could have even battled
She wants to
some
know.
illnesses here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm seeing you becoming very strong. Why is the Two of Cups here for Taurus? Yeah.
Let's put it this way. I'm not exactly single.
Okay, so there is a soul connection here.
There are these commitments.
The King and the Queen of Wands
They have to be handled in a particular order.
are facing each other, but the Queen
no,
of
I
Wands
love your
is
mother.
at the
I do.
bottom of the deck.
She has to
There's
wait
a
just like everybody
soul
else.
connection
I don't know
here
what
that's
the hell
coming
could
into
happen,
your
kid.
energy, and it's showing up as new.
However,
It's
I
Ace
don't
of
have to.
Pentacles. This is
I
something
don't have.
new
I don't have to.
and long lasting.
I don't have to have sex with any of these people,
connection
right?
That's coming into your life.
Yeah, they're all sweating it. Oh my God! I let him get away. Well,
I don't even know how to put this.
I wasn't their
in
fucking
words.
prisoner, now was I?
It's a new love though.
And then
It's
they
not
didn't
a
let-
past love.
Oh, yeah. I
feel like
guess
the
your mother has
past is
sisters.
watching you.
I wasn't allowed to know this apparently.
Why is the High Priestess here in reverse?
Because somebody wants to know things, and this is his birthday present. I'm telling him what the fuck's going on. Indirectly.
There's
something wrong with that?
something.
Oh yeah, they
about
don't
this
want me to
person
talk to anybody.
if
They're so
they
embarrassed.
Showed up
don't blame
in
them.
your life right now.
The stuff I have found out is nuts.
They could be at a distance from you with the Three of Wands.
Yeah, I can't go visit. I
Then
can't
you
leave the
have
state.
Three of
I'm trapped.
Pentacles. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. This person is approaching you, Taurus. You have the Knight of
Oh yeah, you come to
Cups
town.
here,
You're welcome to hang out and say hi. I mean, I can.
This is
I can
someone
explain a lot of stuff that I couldn't before.
who has a lot of emotions for
And,
you.
and then if I was allowed to leave the state, I would have
For
been there
some
already.
of you, this person has showed up already. The timeline may be off a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm real sorry about that. By the
For
way,
all of
that was
you,
a weird
this is a
that was a weird
general
situation.
reading.
Whoever misled everybody to think that
But
was the way
I
to do
feel
it,
like
that wasn't the way to do things.
With this person, whoever this person is,
Hi.
I feel like it's someone
I'm
that you're
killed,
going
man.
to be opening up to because the High
just-
Priestess is in reverse.
Kid, I would tell you everything. Yeah,
This is someone that you're going to be able to share your
but a little early, not yet.
secrets with.
Even if are you 18 today? Well, that's
that
not the
you're
best
going
possible
to speak
day.
freely to. This
I don't.
person feels
I heard
like
somebody's getting
someone
married. Yeah, I'm not invited.
that you've known before, and you have.
Dude.
You've known them in a previous life.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but
You've known
I
them
haven't
way
been
back
allowed to
when in
get
the past.
play a part.
But
But,
I'm seeing it showing up here as new, and so this is a soul connection.
I'm not there to help, but I mean, I do exist. And I'm not making things worse. And I didn't turn anybody in or write anybody out or make things worse
who
or
is
fucking
like-
Jesus. And then I'm not still
It's
hitting on
almost
that
like they
one
have
girl.
a spotlight on you
Definitely not gay.
right there.
In case you were wondering. Yeah, no.
This is someone that I feel like you'll be working together with, Taurus.
Kid, I would love to. Yeah.
You have the Magician next.
Uh-huh.
But there's someone here that
Hey, do you want to learn how to be a sorcerer?
working with.
Probably not. Yeah. Say no. Yeah, there you go. Say no.
Why is the Magician here? And you could own your own business with that King of Pentacles showing up, but whatever you're doing here with your money,
Once the
I'm
IRS
seeing
audit is
you
done, yeah.
becoming a boss if you're not
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. She thought she was going to be secret bossing over me, and she had this other guy believing all this fucking crap, and then she was telling everybody that he was.
Why
Oh,
is
dude, it
the
was
Seven of
nuts.
Swords here?
Like full on sex addiction relapse with everything. Like it was nuts.
Four of Cups.
Like who could have seen that coming, right?
Someone's going to shock you though, Taurus, because someone from your past, I told you I saw past energy, they're coming back around again. With
That would be
the
nice, yeah.
I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune.
It's real dicey. 'cause
This is someone
a bunch of
that
people
you
are going
have
to lose their
little to
jobs.
no communication with.
And then I guess some people were real disappointed
You
that
have
they
the
weren't going
Seven of Swords here, so they're being sneaky.
Yeah. They didn't want to tell me the truth
something.
because they thought I was.
And I don't feel like they're being sneaky to you. I feel like
Yeah, there's other people. They're trying to sneak around all the other people that are trying to harvest me. Not everybody's gotten the message. I am not a thing to be bargained over. I am not a bone for these women to fight over. I can sort of appreciate that they're thinking of it that way, but this is romper room for them. These women are toddlers. They're not gonna kill every other competitor and then swoop into my house and then I'm just gonna be like, oh, I missed you. Like, no, I'm in charge of my life. I have some pretty good ideas about what to do with it. And if there really are 8 women who are looking to figure out what the hell the new pecking order is, that's great. The new pecking order is sit down and relax and just wait. Because until I'm exonerated at trial, I'm just not in the mood. I got a headache. I got to wash my hair. And no, I'm not mad. I'm not teasing anybody, but like, there's a bunch of people suddenly showing up. I guess the rumors went pretty far and wide that I was dead, and I'm not, and I'm cool, and I'm pretty much. Let's just say I've become the world's most eligible bachelor from the world's least, and then I'm not either of those things. I'm a paladin. I've got discipline. I've got ongoing things. I don't mind telling you the truth. It's complicated, and everyone should probably feel a lot better about how it doesn't matter how many people they kill or how pretty they are or how big their tits are. None of that has anything to do with me. I still have been sleeping alone for the last year and a half. So hearing women cry about how terrible it is that some other woman is getting in the way of their house, like they don't see it the same way I do. I mean, some of them still think of me as a trophy cup. I'm not at all. What am I? Wildly indulgent and very, very, very flattered. So in case you're wondering, sure, probably would if I had the opportunity, but then I can't. And then I tried. And then you could probably tell me a lot more than that at this point. So let's agree to wait on that. How's this for a birthday present, huh? Oh, they're gonna love it. They're gonna listen to this and freak the fuck out. For one thing, most of them won't know who I'm talking to. For another, the ones who do know who I'm talking to will be enraged. I'm not supposed to look good to you. I'm supposed to seem like a total bastard. Maybe I do. Any questions? Let's take a break. I'm going to let you cogitate on what I've just said, and then I'm going to. Oh, there's somebody else whose birthday is today. Imagine that. There's 2 of them. I'm going to make another one, and then I'll be talking to him, and then later on I'll talk to you both. I don't know. I've got a YouTube presence. I can say things, and people will listen, and then they'll talk about it. I've made it, kid. I've become a big deal, and since I'm a United States citizen and I'm not committing any crimes, and I don't mind if people hate me. Fuck it. What are they going to do? Cast spells on me and try to kill me? Ha ha ha. And one more thing. Ladies, please do not taunt. She doesn't need that. And neither do I.
I don't believe you. Click!
It's all your fault!
Azure, you ignorant slut! First of all, happy birthday. Second of all, that's you. You're second on my list. So you just listen to this.
There's a different energy in this person's life, which is weird.
Yeah.
But this person is approaching you with a lot of caution.
You know,
very slowly.
I've been reading your messages on your little forum. You know, they kind of,
and it's going to cause a tower moment.
They've alarmed me.
It's going to shock you.
Oh yeah, I'm terribly surprised by some of the things you said.
This person has something to say to you.
I appreciate that, and I don't want you to get the impression that I'm hiding. But these things have to be handled delicately, kid. Just because it's your birthday doesn't mean you're getting everything right away.
So you're going to be faced with a choice here in love, because there's 2 different energies moving towards you, Taurus.
So your girlfriend or your mother, or how's that going to work?
I'm feeling like this is your new person showing up here in the future, but there's someone that stands back here watching. Tell me about.
By the way, how do you like being my friends with my ex-lover? By the way, I mean, are you down without having me around? Is it cool that you talked about me all the time?
That Queen of Wands and the 2 of Swords.
Queen of Wands.
It's someone here that they feel stuck.
Oh yeah.
And they feel like they've made a decision.
There were alternate timelines where Rubini wakes up in another body, in another life, saddled with a woman that he can't stand, having to take care of her kids. That apparently happened in alternate timelines. There was also alternate timelines where he burst into flames at council when he was trying to cover up for his lies. I don't know how many of those happen in reality, but when you're an uber Jew or rather, when one is an Uber Jew. I don't think you're an Uber. Are you even Jewish? I don't care. But he was Jew, wop, kike, the whole fucking shebang in some timelines. The prime David, I don't believe was a kike. I don't. Kike's a terrible word, by the way. I would not use it at all unless it was appropriate. But I did want to mention here publicly, happy birthday, by the way. I don't consider all Jews kikes, but certainly all kikes are Jews, and then kikes definitely do exist. I don't think David is a kike at all. I really don't. Even the ones that were degenerate and mean and cruel, like the one who joked about Jewel being dead 3 times. I mean, the first time wasn't enough. He may be many things. He may be a reprobate. He may even be a incorrigible misogynist. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a long time, as one might imagine. And then I hope that everything comes out okay for everybody in the future. But I would prefer that this all didn't have to go this far. You know what I'm saying? I'm not behind any kind of escalation. There's other people who have taken the baton and run. Okay, I'm okay with having been not sent to prison, and I don't want to make any waves, in case you were wondering. And just between you and me, yeah, it's fucking funny. Yeah, not real happy what happened to you. I'm not sure what it is, but apparently you've had a sad time without me around. It's not that I'm above criticism. It's that I told you what you were doing wrong, and you ignored me, and now you want to criticize me? Like what? Whatever. You think you have it tough. You don't. The fallout has spread throughout the entire human genome. Everybody's screwed except me. Which is, frankly, I like it that way. I mean, if everybody has to get screwed except one person, I would prefer that one person is me. Yeah. Although in the context of my sex life, it's kind of a downer. But then I'm okay with not indulging in that energy for a while, right? By the way, I don't think I have herpes, but I still haven't gotten a blood test. That hasn't been allowed. Yeah, can you believe it? It's fucking. How long has it been? 18 months. Yeah. I wonder who she caught it from, right?
That has left them actually feeling emotionless, like they feel like they made a huge mistake.
And you learned a lot.
Looking back at you,
I'm not mad at you. I don't hold any resentments. We're actually cordial friends. I'm sure that from this common ground we can build. And it may be possible to build an entirely new relationship that's stronger and doesn't contain the same flaws that the earlier one did. There's nothing wrong with that. I go through a constant cycle of growth and decay in my life because I don't hate on myself for making a decision wrong because there's no one around to recriminate me. I just forgive myself and then try again. And it turns out that's one of the paths to success on my life path. In your case, you probably feel really bad. Because I don't know what you did actually, but you probably feel dumb. You don't have to. Happy birthday. I don't need to forgive you. I think you're all right. And then I'm more than happy to help in any way that I can. For example, I can tell you that I'm not flirting with your girlfriend. I'm not sure who she is anymore, but whatever woman is dating you can kiss my ass. I mean, metaphorically. Like I'm not rubbing anybody else's rhubarb. I'm not going to take revenge. I don't even know what you did. I don't even know what you did. I just know that everybody thinks that I must want revenge. I mean, how could I possibly not want to be mad and get revenge on all the people who did these terrible things to me? And let me tell you how I don't need to get revenge. You asked me several times, how can I talk to the man who blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you how I can talk to that man under any circumstances. Within a week, he went from laughing at me and hanging up on me and mocking me in public. Within a week, he's on the phone crying. Please let me talk to her, please. And at the time, I wasn't talking to her. I wasn't talking to her either. And I saw that coming earlier, and I guess that he didn't, right? Whoever it was who wanted to talk to her, yeah, I knew how he felt. I wanted to talk to her too. And when I did, he laughed at me. And then when it happened to him, he's begging me. He went from threatening me to begging me. Now, I don't know if it was 2 different guys or one guy who had personality things. I don't know what the whole fucking story is. I do know that I was right. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be doing what you're doing. And they said, oh, Jack, haha, you're such a funny guy. Well, I'm not laughing anymore, but I've had my chortle. And I'm happy to share with you the grand news. I'm not interested in anything getting worse. I didn't hire a lawyer to fucking sue everybody. I didn't hire a publicist. I didn't tell everybody's mother what I know. I've kept a number of details quite quiet and to myself. I pretty much know who did what to who for how many jelly beans, and I appear to be unable to be called to testify at trial against my will because I'm clergy. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. And then I wouldn't play favorites because I don't actually know what the fuck's going on at all. And that kind of shit's real serious. Like if the court wants to know things, I'll be happy to tell them. And if they don't ask the right questions, it's not my job to help them find the real ones, right? Yeah. So I think all of my communications are also inadmissible. I'm not sure about that one. It kind of depends. Not that this does not constitute legal advice, Alistair, but I'm not a lawyer. But I can tell you that I don't expect anybody to want to put me on the witness stand. I mean, I'd be happy to, sure, put my hand on the Bible and you can watch me tell the truth for hours. I'd be happy to, right? Or they can, submit a list of questions to me through email and I'll answer them. However they want to do it, right? I'm not in charge here. I'm not in charge of the situation with all you fucking people. Seems pretty serious, huh? I guess there's a lot going on. Wow. Huh. Funny how I wasn't, some of it I definitely didn't have anything to do with. And then some of it I did. Yeah. Now I can totally understand why I wasn't involved in many of those discussions, but the whole thing about, like with Podbean, where that was so funny, where everybody was there and everybody knew, and then the next morning nobody told me. Yeah, y'all shouldn't have laughed a little too much. Yeah, that was kind of cruel. Yeah, I'm mostly over it, but then again, I'm kind of not. Maybe it'll take another 22 pages.
And they're stuck. They're not sure of their approach here.
Trust God.
Way to get to you. That's why this person.
Nobody's getting to me.
Don't pay attention to the genders, but this person shows up on the bottom of the deck, and the King of Wands was up here on the top of the deck. It's like you're far away from each other.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry you can't come visit.
Up very slowly.
Sorry you missed my birthday. I bet you're having a nice party. I can't come, but I can ejaculate, but that's not important right now. Yeah, have a great party and don't feel bad that I can't be there.
I feel like
nothing but warmth in my heart for you.
Manipulative.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Acting like they don't care.
I know. It's okay.
They could be ignoring you or acting very cold.
Yes, I see that. It's fine.
But that's just a manipulation.
Yeah, you don't feel bad at all, right? You're just manipulating.
You have
Got
the
it.
Page of Cups next. Why is the Page of Cups here?
Hey, I didn't do this to you on purpose. How can you talk to the man who's flirted with your girlfriend?
All right, so this Page of Cups coming into your future. I'm seeing the past returning again. Someone who's walked away coming back again, coming back around again, and this is their message coming through. Yeah, see, they want to act tough, and they want to act.
Do you know Karen?
Cold.
Did you ever meet Karen?
Like something doesn't really bother them when actually there's this deep sadness of
me too. We really lost an opportunity. We really had something amazing, and that opportunity is gone until we live through this life again, which I'm not doing anytime soon. However, I can assure you that new and better opportunities have taken its place, and I feel the same as you, that a great sadness and mournful loss for regret of what we could have had and then didn't, because I don't know about you, but I was lied to, and I don't respond well to being lied to by people who think that I can't tell. And then in your case, you definitely were lied to me, and then as you know, I am superior to you in most ways because I'm older, smarter, met most of the women that you were fond of before you were even born, and have no concern or consideration about your little cartoon career. I mean, go ahead and be the best cartoonist. That's fine. I don't care. You want to start writing a book, or how about that coffee table book? Are we gonna work on that? Yeah, I don't mean to rub it in too much, but all that time you spent talking about how I'm. Well, maybe do you think he's bipolar? Remember that shit? Okay, well, I remember it, right? It hurt. It did. I'm mostly over the pain, but when you say something on the internet, it lasts forever. And what were you saying about there's something wrong with me? Well, there probably has been something wrong with me, but I don't know if isolating me from everybody by telling the whole world a bunch of lies and slander about me and making fun of me behind my back and then talking shit to me to women I used to be in love with. I don't think that's going to help anything, by the way. So you might want to knock that off. You'll probably feel better if you find another way to cope. Although if you're getting paid a whole bunch of money to talk shit about me, you should totally just go with that. Yeah, because I mean you're not hurting me, and you might want the practice in for if you ever need to really insult a middle-aged man who has no self-esteem anymore. You can try Rodney. I hear he's kind of sad, but it's not working on me. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, people know the truth, and then I can understand that everybody on your forum is very sad and misses me. Yeah, you'll get over it. Just move on.
And then you have the Four of Pentacles here.
Try not to think about it.
Why is the Four of Pentacles here?
Remember, I'm lazy and I don't want to work, so it's okay to take everything from me. Strength, Empress, and what? Oh, God.
This person, they may be a family member, a mother figure.
I still don't know your mother's name, so don't worry about it. And is Brig okay? Have you seen Brig lately? I briefly saw a glimpse of her. I think she's better.
I'm seeing you holding back here with the Four of Pentacles. You're holding back.
Yeah, I don't want to mess things up.
And you're focused more on your material world or work here.
I'm probably going to stay here and rebuild this house. I'm not sure yet. And vampires came by last night.
Queen of Pentacles, you are the Empress, so you embody all of the queens in the tarot deck.
Yeah,
I'm feeling like you're more focused on your Pentacles.
I need money.
World.
I need an income stream. People have been being real suspicious. People are wondering like, what the fuck am I doing? And I'd be happy to tell them, but
not allow this past energy.
I got to find a career. I got some ideas.
Because I'm seeing here that you're looking for a higher level of commitment with the Hierophant showing up.
Well, I'll be happy to. I'd be happy to collaborate with you, but going to your website and spending all my time, typing on your site, that's not what I'm going to do. It's not what I'm all about.
Lower energy here, trying to break through into the past with you.
But
why is the Hierophant here?
I'm here because I've been accused of a crime I didn't commit, and for the last year and a half, I've been awaiting exoneration at trial while these fucking numbskulls try to fucking build a case full of bullshit against me so that they can blame me for their own actions, and it's not going to work. I don't know what's going to happen, but people know I didn't do all that shit. And then whatever the hell else is going on, people know. I don't know anything about it either. I mean, fuck. Well, I know a little bit about it now, but I didn't know before. And the court was undoubtedly concerned about whether or not I was part of some sort of scheme to defraud the court, and the answer is categorically no. And of course, that's what everybody says. But in this case, I mean, they've been watching for a while. They can tell that I'm not trying to defraud the court. I'm not even trying to embarrass the court. They're doing a fine job of that on their own. And those who have been wondering what the reprisals are going to be, these people down here, they don't like the fact that they were misled into arresting the wrong person, and they're pretty sure that I didn't have anything to do with wanting that. I mean, I was coming home to say goodbye. I wasn't coming home to walk in on an assault, right? And I still maintain that I think we would have been dead if I had done anything else. Sure, that would have been to some people's liking, but let's not make things worse, okay? Just know that I hold no resentments against most people, and we were all misled. We've all been victimized, but only you and your crew have decided to slander me in public without apologizing. I mean, come on. Yeah, it's harsh. It's a little harsh. And you've said a lot of things that are going to be hard to walk back. So I'm sympathetic with your problem. But there's not a lot I can do about that. You're kind of on record of Jack, how can you talk to the man who? Yeah, it's just. However you're going to deal with that is okay. I don't plan on dredging things up. People. I guess people have imagined that I've been the one not letting things go. Actually, no. Somebody else has been doing that and then blaming me. A lot of that. A lot of people doing things and then blaming me, both with and without my knowledge and awareness. And since I'm just one person who doesn't give a shit about that kind of drama, the practice has gone largely unchecked until now. But people are pissed. Yeah, they're gonna do something about it. They're probably not gonna. It's probably not gonna be dragged in. Probably not. I don't know. They don't tell me shit, dude. I mean, I'm both suspect and victim at the same time. It's fucking weird. We'll talk about it someday, but not yet, because I can't talk to you. Then other people will get envious and they'll start stalking you. Yeah, I'm in demand. And I used to be all yours.
The Two of Wands. See, you've moved on. This past energy, they could be someone that you were married to.
It wasn't.
Four of Swords here, someone
it was,
where you've done a lot of healing here.
At one point, you were my only collaborator ever.
The King of Wands.
I didn't think it would be that way forever, but it was fun while it lasted.
A lot of healing here.
Yeah, I'm not upset about it.
I feel like you're.
I mean, you could have done more to help me, but
whoever this person is,
we're still both young.
Reconciliation with you.
I would be.
They're stuck in.
I'm in favor of that, by the way. Everybody, who do I really? Yorkshire Pud, be happy to reconcile. Ponyboy Sunset, be happy to reconcile. Not that there was anything to really reconcile there. She and I didn't have a relationship. I think she just automatically hated me because we were both in competition for the same demographic. But I believe that also had something to do with people being misinformed as to my nature of supposed hating on gays. I don't hate gay people at all, not at all. So I was quite surprised to discover that the rumors were that I was secretly wanting to beat up gay people. I don't. I never have. I never will. Why would I? Who the fuck would do that? Oh yeah, undercover snitch fags do that kind of thing, of which I am not. So all the people at Belgab who hate me, I'm more than happy to make up with all of them. Even MV. That might take a while, but did you hear me making fun of him the other day? I ripped into him. It was awesome. He must have been fucking livid. Usually he's the one who gets to make fun of people, and they can't fight back. Now I don't know where he is or care, and it's kind of regretful, really. But at least he didn't rape my girlfriend.
In their mind about you. For someone, this person is in jail.
Can I have a beer?
This is someone that you have a family with, that you consider family.
We are family. We are family.
Someone who's very quick.
I don't know the rest of the
busy
woods.
Body here with the Knight of Swords energy.
Happy birthday, Alice.
Like someone who's quick to speak, quick to make decisions.
Oh yeah, I have impulse control problems.
They don't think things through.
No, I'm not thinking about how this is going to sound. I'm just going to put it on YouTube.
King of Wands.
That might be me. I don't know. Ooh.
Ten of Swords.
Ooh, 10 of Swords. Well, if I was, it's over now. Like I don't know anything. Nobody tells me anything. I don't know who's married to who. I don't know who's sucking whose dick. I don't know who's together. I don't know who's an item. I don't know any of this shit. I don't know who's.
10 of Swords.
I'm completely isolated, and I don't care. Whichever one of you want to line up and hit that, go ahead.
Moved on yet. This person is someone that you
took
care of. This could have been a marriage. We have the Emperor and the Emperor showing
See, the tribal council.
This could have been some.
Let me make this clear. Her tribal council, the Council of Elders, they met and they decided she and I can't get married. Period. They have decided that. There's no appeal. There's no Jack's going to drive down to fucking where the fuck it is. I don't know. I'm not going to drive down there and say, "Oh, please let me marry you." Like, no, it's not going to happen. And whatever the fucking kind of machinations was built upon the idea that I needed to marry her. No. The tribal council has said no. They think I'm too good for her, which is, God, probably true. And then I don't need to marry her. I can be friends with her and not fuck her. I can be friends with her while she fucks somebody else. I can't really be friends with her while she pretends to not be fucking somebody and then be fucking somebody and then working with that person to steal my house and then thinking that she's going to get away with it because she's been told a bunch of lies that she has to. That's not going to work, right? But I'm pretty sure that nobody believes that anymore. And if any of them do, well, anyway, things are getting cleared up. So it's entirely reasonable for me to be friends with that woman. It's entirely possible for me to coexist with everyone. Like, it's not as though I have this tremendous jealousy problem. It's not as though I can't stand the thought of her being with another. And the same goes for the other one that I realize now had probably pretty good reason for thinking that I might possibly be dangerous, because I am to that one. Wow, I didn't know what the deal was at all. I still don't. But I do think that I could have been informed of certain things. I kind of think that deciding to do it the way they did is. I don't know if you helped her, right? But it certainly helped me. She's never going to forget me now. And if they try to hypnotize her into believing I'm dead again, well, I think that's been tried. I don't even care. I'm not the one who needs to have closure there. Like I don't know what I need, but I know I'm not sweating it, and I haven't been agonizing over it for years. I already moved on. See? So, I am really sorry that I yelled at you like that. It was terrible. I still feel bad about when I think about how it felt. But how I felt was even worse. And now I never need to do that again. And it has reminded me to be less shouty in the future. And it has also reminded me that if you don't get the message now from that, I don't know what will. Dude, don't trifle with Jackstar. And if you're getting paid money to do character assassination on somebody like me, you better double your prices at least.
Someone that you were married to that kind
Married.
of has like a teenager type of energy.
Yeah, she's...
And you took care of this person almost
Kinda.
like a mother would.
Yeah.
Why
Hard to
is
say.
the hermit here?
Anyway, she asked for help. I helped. I'd love to talk to her again as soon as the court says so. Until then, forget it.
But see, you've done the inner work, you
Yes.
know. Within this connection from the past, you're in hermit mode. Within this connection, there was a lot of arguments, a lot of conflict.
There was. Somebody was telling her to do that on purpose. Imagine that. Why would somebody do such a thing? I couldn't believe it myself. It makes sense now, but I was arguing with her because she was under the impression that was a good idea. Like, rile him up and record him, make him sound bad. Yeah, bad idea, because I don't. I don't sound bad. And I have very little problem controlling my aggression. And I was being poisoned with something that made it harder for me to maintain an even emotional keel. And then I was being deliberately goaded by multiple people, including her. And unsurprisingly, this has not worked. Okay, because I'm actually kind of nice. And I don't need revenge or comeuppance about that. Frankly, I think it's been a grand opportunity for me to demonstrate the power of discipline and peace through non-action of an aggressive nature. It's basically reaffirmed Buddhism for me. And I don't know if I can become a Buddha since I think I am one or something. I don't know much about Buddhism, but yeah, a lot of people want to rub my belly and take a wish.
Just with the two of you, but other people around you, all right, in the energy here. And it was very difficult.
It was.
This is Leo energy strength.
Oh, and Thunderdome. What'd you think of Thunderdome?
New. There's a brand
Did you like
new
Thunderdome?
here with the Ace of Cups.
I'm calling him Ostrofat Bastardo because I don't want to use his name. And then he's not really happy, I'm sure, about getting called out. But like as I indicated, I didn't want to pull any punches. First time Thunderdome, I wanted to go like full metal, not jacket, full metal corset or something, right? I think that person is okay with what I said. If not, he's welcome to file a restraining order. I don't need to see him or any member of his family ever again. And if I said something terribly wrong that I'm going to regret forever, well, so has he. So I'm good. I'm good. Hopefully he hasn't lost so much face that he's struggling with depression by drowning his sorrows in alcohol, because he was already doing that. And I'm confident. I'm confident that he knows the truth. I genuinely admire him a great deal. And if he wants to kill me, he should make sure to bring a camera crew so that everybody knows. Right? Oh my God. Oh, fucking whatever. God. The things I could say that I will never speak. Just believe me, you are all so grateful. Not just happy birthday to you. You're all getting a grand gift. Ugh. Ugh, God. You came about 3 inches close to getting wiped out forever. Just removed from the surface of the earth like a bad pimple. And you know why you didn't? Because Jackstar loves you. And I went the extra mile for all of you. Yeah. Not even to get revenge later. Just to humiliate you. Yeah. Told you.
Why is the Ace of Cups here?
I love you all. Believe me. You're way better off being alive. You're especially better off without me in jail. Yeah.
Okay, you have 10 of Swords, because this pain has reached a 10. It's over. It will not get any worse.
No.
There's an ending.
I'm sorry, Belgab.
That has taken place.
It'll never go back to the way it was.
Room for the Ace to come in, this new beginning.
It must have been fun making fun of me.
Why is the Ace of Cups here?
That time is done now. Y'all better not.
And
anymore.
whoever you're looking back on the past,
I can think of some other.
Feel like they betrayed you.
You all did betray me, but I don't hold any hard feelings about that. I have a list of candidates that you can all make fun of in place of me, if you're in need of one. But I don't plan on promoting that kind of thing. I don't think that kind of thing is. I don't think gang stalking is cool. I don't think picking out the fat kid and pigpiling on him. I don't think that's fun to do. I don't think finding people who are weaker than you already are, and then finding your thuggy gang of buggy bullies who justify your actions, which by whatever means, and to justify taking the lunch money. He's fat. He doesn't need his money. I can just push him over. Like, there's a limit to what's appropriate to do to another person. And hopefully this will be the last time for most of you. I honestly could not imagine it when I saw it, that there were actually people in the world who thought that taking her away from me was a good idea. Well, I guess it was for me, but I don't know how good an idea it was for her. I don't know. I'll have to find out later on. And then apparently the guy who said he wanted to marry her apparently doesn't now, or maybe there's too many shoes at play. And then I don't know. Nobody told me what the deal is. Yeah, I don't want any revenge, and technically I don't really need to know. I hear about it in my dreams. Damn, I had no idea. Wow, that is complicated. Yeah, I don't want to tell people too much. I'm really backing away from listing off everything in the possible world that I know on pages and pages of text on message board forums. I'm not going anywhere else and doing that again. I don't need to do that. But why did I do that then? Well, people should have asked. And then why am I not doing that now? Mostly because I don't want anybody who I have fond feelings for to die of embarrassment. Like a bunch of people. Oh, say hi to Spook Cat for me.
And you're showing up here as the wounded warrior, like you put walls up around yourself when it comes to this past energy.
I'll tell you later why her name is Spook Cat.
Tell me more about the new.
The new?
Tell me about the new.
No, I'm not. She doesn't get. No, nobody knows. No.
You have the Four of Pentacles.
Power.
The Two of Wands.
Yeah, don't fuck with my.
5 minutes of fucking jack shit. Gay.
But you create this space in which you can have all these needles.
Happy birthday to you all. I'm not going to sing it the other way because I don't want anybody to think that I'm secretly gay. As it happens, the vast majority of the people I know who are Tauruses born in May or April are male. For example, someone who I still don't fucking know may or may not have been Grapefruit's father. I think so, but maybe he was her sensei. Anyway, a guy who was one of her fathers. I mean, you really can't have too many fathers. And in a tribal situation, really everybody is everybody else's father, assuming they have a dick. Anyway, I'm no longer upset with that man at all, and I really never was. I understand now why I wasn't able to be told certain things, and hopefully that man has forgiven me. I one day hope to actually see him in public or at all and give him a hug and have it not be kind of weird. But I can see why that man didn't care for me. I can totally understand. And thankfully I can report that it's not a fabrication. I really am okay, and I'm not mad at anybody. And I don't think I've made anything worse for anybody. I'm not taking advantage of the opportunities that I have to take revenge because I don't want any revenge. And to any extent that I can help the family, I'd be happy to join in and help. See, I'm still aligned on the tribal level. All right? Pay attention, kid. This is important. I'm not allowed to marry her. And then if I were allowed to marry her, I don't know if I would, because apparently she's got quite a few suitors that she could marry. And then marrying me is not necessary for her. She could just she could just be whatever. I don't know. It depends on who owns her now and what they're going to allow her to do. But there was a crossed signaling thing going on where before apparently people were concerned that I might be some sort of cop. And now that it is apparent to everyone, there's no fucking way I am any kind of cop at all. And I'm not a military asset that's covertly trained. I'm a military strategic resource in that the military owns me. They have captured me. They have taken control of my life. And whatever the military says, I have to do because I'm now owned lock, stock, and barrel by dudes with guns who don't have to follow the Constitution directly. They get to follow the USMCJ, the United States Military Code of Justice. It's a lot like the Constitution, but a little more strict, right? So yeah, I'm dominated. and I'm a citizen, and I don't think I'm going to get more bullshit charges put up against me. And the actual things that people are going to accuse me of, I'd love to talk all about it, right? I'm not hiding from justice at all. And in the meantime, the military has their eye on me. Isn't it nice? Yeah, so I could see why the Navy guy was kind of pissed at me. I wasn't really very respectful at the time because, well, long story short, I didn't know how to be. And in fact, I was being respectful in the sense that I didn't immediately laugh in these people's faces and turn tail and run. I decided to stick it out and see what was going to happen. And I'm so glad I did. I love that family. I would join that clan in a minute if I could, but I don't think I have to because I'm neutral, and then I can be aligned with them, and then I don't have to be bound by law for life, and I don't have to be I don't have to give up my breeding rights to Grapefruit and have her farm me out to her sisters. Like there's some fucked up shit that can happen when a person marries into a Native American family under those circumstances, because because I'm clergy, right? So if I were to marry, that kind of reduces my clerical status in certain ways. Long story short, I'm not sweating the marriage thing. And then the council has spoken. It doesn't matter what Grapefruit wants. Her council says, her elders say, no, you can't marry him. And she's like, oh. And then she doesn't have to be sad about it because she didn't have to marry me. I mean, she didn't want it. She didn't want to get married anyway. She wanted a wedding, which apparently she's never had. I mean, I don't know how many times she's been married. I guess 8 or 9 times in Dallas alone. But I don't need to know about those things, and I'm not angry or jealous. So bottom line, at the minimum, I could certainly give a good example to show what it's like to love somebody and to not be terribly enraged and jealous. Because I was never upset that somebody else was having sex with her. I was upset that I was supposed to fucking go to prison when she was killed. I was supposed to be miserable and alone, and everybody was supposed to think that I was a scumbag that she left. Or I was supposed to get busted for some kind of thing that I didn't do. Like she was supposed to be, ha ha ha, Jack sucks, ha. And then I was supposed to be out of the picture, and then a bunch of dudes were supposed to fucking go back to taking advantage of her. I don't know what's been happening with that woman, but I do know that her tribal council has ruled. The tribal elders have spoken, and they deny she and I the right to get married. Play the sad trombone sound for me, would you?
Click!
Yeah, I don't know if that's upsetting her or not, but I can be friends with her having sex. I mean, I would love to have sex with her. I don't know what good it could do. Maybe not right now. It would depend on how many of her husbands are still around. But it's not like out of the question. And then I don't know. Here's the kicker. I don't know which of the many grapefruits that I was in love with is the one true grapefruit in some sense. I guess some of them had to go away, and then some of them weren't grapefruits at all. I'm not sure how it worked at all. Right. But definitely more than 4 or 5 of them, I definitely had fond feelings for. And in truth, anybody who could pull off that whole thing, I have admiration for. The one who looked like Dana a little bit, probably not my favorite. But anyway, you don't have to worry about me being jealous or anything. And I'm pretty sure there's enough grapefruit to go around for everybody. And I don't need to talk too much about how I've been exposed to classified military intelligence that I shouldn't have been aware of. But since lots of people know, and I did wait a while before mentioning, oh hey, there was 3 women there that night. Like the cops had an opportunity to interview me. They could have said, hey, Mr. Kuzi, how many women do you think was there that night? And if they had asked at the right time, I would have said 1. But they didn't ask. They haven't asked at all. Turns out they're not asking me any questions at all. They're waiting until the absolute last minute to ask me questions, because I didn't know this. A person like me, who's in this position, the man who really loved her and is willing to not hold her. I don't need to have resentments against her for allowing what happened to her to happen. I mean, I don't think it's great, but it's not like I hate her. I don't love her any less. And in fact, I'm pretty impressed with what she has done based on identity. But I'm the one that the real bad actors wanted to blame everything on, because obviously something happened. And then if I didn't do it, well, who the fuck did? And apparently all of them were all blaming me, which obviously isn't the case. By the way, I'm not a junkie. Yeah. Good. So the good news is I can still be her friend. All those times when you told me how terrible it was that you had to listen to her talk to you, and how awful it was that you had to listen to her messages, and how much you didn't want to hear from her anymore when I couldn't talk to her at all. Now, well, not now. Once there's no longer an emergency, right? Once the no contact status is lifted, I will be happy to talk to that woman at great length, and I won't even be grooming her. I won't even be telling her to hate other people. I won't even be telling her about how there's some conspiracy against her that she needs to believe me for. I won't even be peeling her away from her friends. I never wanted to peel her away from her friends. Her friends just didn't want me around because they thought that if I knew how much drugs they did, that I'd hate them. No, I just giggle and say, wow, that's quite a tolerance. And they didn't want that. They didn't want to lose face, right? They didn't know what the fuck to make of me. They had no idea what to make of me. And now they still don't. Shit, they probably thought I was gay. Why aren't you trying to impregnate all the younger children? Is he gay? What's wrong with those little ones? It's kind of the way they think. Like I'm a normal virile person would want to have sex with all the women after they conquered the father. I don't think that way. And then I don't know if they actually thought that at the time. But historically, the tribalistic cultures would typically kill all the men and rape all the women. And in my case, it would be rape. And then impregnate them all with his seed and then dominate the clan forevermore. And since I wasn't doing that, they thought I was just mocking them. Like when you refuse to do the death blow, when you beat somebody in a duel, that kind of thing. And I was not aware that these were issues that were extant. Hopefully they have been resolved, because if they were 18, I would have been happy to have bred them. But then I didn't want to just breed without just unrestricted breeding. I mean, why would I want to do that? Well, clearly it's to the tribe's benefit if they can get some white boy to knock up their kids and accept the obligation to pay child support for 18 years. If somebody else can pay that rather than the tribe, that's a net positive for the tribe, because the white boy's not going to know the real thing anyway. Yeah. Also, they may have stolen my seed and created bastards with it. But if so, I can deal with that through the tribal council. I'm not opposed to the tribal elders taking control. That's a real thing. It may have sounded like bullshit, but she's got a chieftain, and she obeys because she's a member of a tribe, and she's not gonna go against him. I mean, and then if the tribe told her to kill me, she would. I don't know why, but I mean, that's how the loyalties are. So overall, it's great that I don't have to marry her, because if I did, then everybody would be jealous. And now they can all take turns selling her off at a gangbang for all I care. I mean, she's my friend. I'm not going to, some women love getting sold at a gangbang. Maybe she's got a secret lust for bukkake. I'm not here to judge. I'm also not here to get married. And, you want to be with your girlfriend and marry her. Yeah, Azrae, I'm not going to say that wouldn't delight me on an ironic level, but, this is unconditional love, my friend. Jack, how can you talk to the man who blah, 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 blah? Here's how. Because it needs to be done, and I can do it. Imagine loving somebody that much, and then recognize that you made fun of him. Yeah, recently. So, good talk. This is almost done. Oh, by the way, this is your birthday present. You're the only Taurus that I'm really upset with, and I'm not even upset with you. But we have been at odds, and you have been talking mad shit on your forum, and I'm not going to log onto your forum and respond to your posts. That's a trap. I'm just going to talk shit about you on my podcast, just like you did about me. I mean, it'll be productive shit talking. It won't be making shit up. It'll be telling the truth and making you look bad, rather than telling you lies and telling lies about you. I'm new at this, but my hope and my intent is that people will observe me giving you a dressing down in public, and then they will see you be not humiliated, but educated. Yeah, and I really am sorry about how I yelled at you that way. Isn't this better? Let me know. Let me know later on. Put a comment down on YouTube. Admit in public which one's worse. Was it worse when I was yelling at you and telling you that I didn't like what you did, or is it worse that I do it this way? Because it sounds like I'm being nice, but really I'm telling the entire world how stupid you are, and being magnanimous enough to forgive you. I mean, I admit it's not my finest hour, but I'm still recovering from what's been done. And please let me know. I want to know which one's better for you, because I literally don't know what else to do. And if you think I'm going to let you keep talking shit about me like you have been, well, you don't think that anymore now, do you?
And you're looking for a higher level of commitment, and that is what the new is bringing.
How about a round table? Do you think I'm ready for that kind of commitment? A round table? How about maybe a Podbean account? Do you think I could get one of them? I don't know. Do you think I'm mature enough to handle the responsibilities of a Podbean account?
Because I'm seeing you holding on to that idea of having a higher level of commitment in your life.
Do you think I could be a plumber?
Choosing to go down a different path away from.
I don't want to be a plumber. No.
Someone here that has caused you a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And left you like this with the wounded warrior energy.
Oh yeah. I want you both to know that I'm not holding resentments, as unlikely as that may seem.
Like this, like there's someone new trying to step in.
There is.
But they're not quite here yet.
No. Not now. I need to be exonerated at trial, and you two yokels need to apologize to each other.
Some of you they are, and it's a younger energy.
Oh yeah.
Tell me about.
I'm only dating young chicks now. You can have all the old ones.
Lovers and Justice.
Ooh, that sounds hot.
This is the right connection coming into your life at the right time. Could be a Gemini or a Libra, but this is the higher level of commitment. This is true love here that's showing up in your future.
Yeah.
And it shows up as someone new. This is a page.
Did you ever see Weird Science?
We have the Lovers also because we all have free will.
I'm not going to do that.
And so you have a choice between two.
I could have a Weird Science girl, or I could have somebody who already existed.
Two worlds colliding.
I could rescue somebody, or I could get a new one.
All right, you guys. I want you to.
Oh, she wants.
Taurus.
This woman, this reader in particular. I'm fond of her. I've bought her a coffee. She's imperious, isn't she? Like she's got her own agenda when it comes to reading. That's something I learned on my journey towards mastering divination. I call myself a master of divination because I goddamn well am one, and I wouldn't suggest that most people become one at all. Divination is a frightening, scary practice. We know the story of Cassandra. She was blinded by the villagers because they were pissed off that she was so right all the time. Yeah, I'm close to that down here. These people, these locals are not real happy about how cheerful I am at not being dead. And they want me to move away and leave everything behind and let them continue to rob me. And instead, I've seized political power in the wake of the COVID apocalypse, and then not done anything with it, and just a little teeny bit of power, and then I just sit on it, like when you play dodgeball and you grab one of the balls and instead of throwing it back, you just take it and sit on it and laugh at the other team. I did that. They didn't like that. Oh god, this one kid was so pissed off. He was like, "What did you do?" Yeah. A year and a half, dude. Yeah. Happy birthday.
To choose an angel answer card and ask your angels a question.
Here's my first question. Is Star Mountain ever going to recover? I don't know what her dilemma is, but I don't think she's real happy about me being in the position that I am. Because here's the main thing. I'm in a power position over that person. Based on what I say and what I have said and what I could say, I apparently can have a substantial impact on many people's lives and the lives of those she cares about. And she doesn't like that at all, given that she has absolutely no control or awareness of things that I've already done or said, and in the future will never, ever, ever have that kind of power, control, and awareness, which is fine with me. I wasn't aware that Star Mountain was that into things. But I didn't really come to realize until recently just how machinating the shenanigans of old ladies can be, right? I mean, they're old. They're women. That woman in particular, she does care for me, does like me, and I guess she got the wrong impression about some things that I'd done, and I haven't gotten a chance to update her about what's going to go down. It seemed like she was kind of caught between Jesus and Satan in some levels, and then I don't know what she's heard, but the truth is, I'm no longer a Christian. I still maintain a wonderful relationship with Jesus Christ, and he's very happy that I don't have to keep on asking him for help and shit. And I'm not interested in being a Christian, not because I don't love Christ or Jesus, but mostly because I don't want to get crucified. I don't really want to become more like Jesus. I'm good without being crucified for real. I think they would probably be happy to fucking put that with the flambeau at this point. And then I'm definitely not a Satanist, but I may or may not be a Luciferian depending on the definition. Yeah. And then you tell Star Mountain that Jack Star is a Luciferian now, her head will probably explode if it hasn't already. She's from a different time, a different age, where those words meant something different than they do now. I'm really just saying it to distinguish myself from being a Satanist or a Christian. I'm neither of them. Fuck that. If I say Discordian, nobody gets it, and then Luciferian seems like such a... Well, that's a badass thing to say. Hi, I'm a Luciferian. Sure, why not? How much worse can my reputation get? You sank me this low. I might as well just fucking come right out and say I eat basted baby. Hey, let's trade recipes for basting babies. You put them in the oven, and then you take them out before they turn to ash. Imagine that. Yeah, isn't that terrible? I know. Being stalked for 25 years has an effect on people, and laughing at them for even longer. It's not pushing me over the edge, but I'm really surprised that my piddly little faith in Christianity and Jesus Christ has managed to keep me out of the nut house, because it really sucks to have everybody fucking hating on you your whole fucking life. Now that I understand why, I'm still not quite sure I'm going to do, because I don't think I can tell jokes like this for the rest of my life. If I did, it wouldn't be a very long life, and then these jokes aren't all that funny. But today is a good day. I mean, it's your birthday. I didn't want you to feel like you were forgotten or abandoned or neglected. And there's not a lot I can do for anybody on their birthday, since I don't really have that much money, douchebag. I don't really have income, buddy. And I don't know why you keep on acting like I got some kind of silver spoon in my mouth, other than the fact that compared to most people, I have had a very exceptionally fortunate life that really sucked until a few months ago. Okay, now it's all been worth it. But until then, it was misery. So since I didn't really have access to any of that money, I mean, it seemed a little much to say that I have lots of money when you've been making money off of me hand over fist. And you asked for me for money. You got money from somebody. And then when it came time that I needed a little help, you acted like I was asking for too much. Like wow. Gosh, if only I had known more about the situation, we could have done more together, right? So let that be a lesson. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Yeah, happy birthday. I decided to write you a poem. This one doesn't rhyme. Yeah. Yeah, I am teasing you mercilessly.
So there's number one.
My first question will be about Star Mountain. My second one is about you. How best to repair the damage between us that this rift has caused, and how might I go about strengthening our relationship in the future, if ever, right? I mean, we can be nemesis forever. I can hate on you forever and just forget about you. I don't advise that. I mean, for one thing, one of these days you're going to grow up, and you'll be forced to be reckoned with, and wasting your time on me. I'm beneath you, really. By that time, I'll be old. I'll be decrepit. You'll be like Captain Ahab chasing the whale. I think you are meant for bigger and better things. I think this is an opportunity for you to turn things around and show everybody that you've been hanging around with that you know how to convert energy. And I'm going to help you by making fun of you on your birthday and publishing this on YouTube, and then having everyone who listens to it know that I'm the adult here, kid.
Number two.
That'll be you.
And number three.
Number three is my friend's mother.
Choose more than one angel card.
That's right.
Angel answer card if you're...
I'm a master of divination, so I can use all three. I can do that. I have the cognitive capacity to handle those vibrational energies without getting confused. Some people, they smoke so much weed, they don't remember their fucking first question from the third. And then some days I'm so distracted, I can barely remember. Oh my God, who were those other three women that I used to date before the fucking... Never mind. So yeah, I wanted to show off for you. I wanted you to let people know that I'm a sorcerer, I'm a master of divination, and I am a titan. And I gave you an opportunity to interview me before I became a titan, because that was your last opportunity to talk to that guy. Zed's dead, dude. I'm a titan now. It's a bit of a change, yeah. That's okay. You already knew everything you needed to know about that other guy, right?
You're feeling called to more than one, but if you go ahead and ask your angels a question, you can pause the reading.
Star Mountain.
If you need to.
Are you gonna be okay?
But if you chose number one, Spirits want you to know there's improving health.
Oh, good.
There.
Oh, good. I like her.
If you chose number two,
that's you, Ezra.
big happy changes.
Big happy changes. Oh, good. Oh, good. Now I know. One sec. Now I know that you're such an egoist that the fact that I've been going on and on and on about you for an hour and a half, ranting a raven, sound like a loon. You got the best of both worlds. You can continue to make fun of me because I'm sounding like an idiot, and it's about you mostly. You think. I mean, that's good enough for now. I don't want to insult you. I never wanted most of the shit that's happened to happen at all. And I desperately tried to get all of you to listen to me and begged you to stop what you're doing. And as I recall, you all fucking laughed at me and went ahead and did it anyway. And then things happened. And I swear to you on my mother's life, go Bears, I haven't made anything worse. If anything, I've been mitigating the consequences of your incredibly foolish actions, Belgap, and I'm okay with that. I maintain all of you have suffered enough. You're probably going to suffer some more, but all of this is out of my hands. I don't want it to be worse. I didn't call anybody. You asked me how I could possibly talk to the man who blah, 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 blah. Here's how I could. If I didn't talk to him, I wouldn't have had the experience of listening to him tell me to hire a lawyer. Multiple times. I think you should. That was his advice. Yeah. Well, I didn't ask for his advice, but he would ask, and I'd say, nope, don't hire a lawyer. You might think it would be foolish to tell him anything, but believe me, if he wanted to know something and I didn't tell him, he would just want to know it more and then find out the information some other way. It was best to just tell him. Plus, I didn't really have a problem with not having a lawyer. Why would I need a lawyer, right? I have Jesus. Jesus is not my lawyer, but I did pray to Jesus, and I prayed for her to be alive and her children not to hate me and to think that I let them down. And then it wasn't. I specifically said to Jesus, "It's okay if she has sex with other people. I just need her alive because I actually love her for who she is, not because she fucked me." I know it's impossible to imagine, but it turned out that she was pretty polite with me. I mean, at first she thought she had to be, because she thought she was going to get my confidence that way, and then take my sweet all my house money. And then since then, obviously the woman's come around. I mean, she never wants to talk to me again. If she never wants to talk to me again, she's welcome to testify and say so in court. And then if she would like to talk to me again, it doesn't fucking matter what she wants. It matters what the court says, right? That court might say that she and I can never ever talk ever again. And to that I would say, can I touch her sister? Yeah. And then I don't know what the hell she's thinking, because we're not in contact. I don't want to know. I have no desire to hurry up the schedule. But if she doesn't like the situation she's in, well, perhaps she'll remember that next time she decides to call the police.
Chose number 3, choose a new direction.
That one is for my friend's mother, who definitely doesn't need to look for revenge. Apparently she was understandably upset about how Allison was treating me, as was I. I was upset about it too. And that person may have felt inclined to avenge me, or to rescue me, or to do something, or to slit Allison's wrist for her. Oh, did I say her name? Anyway, that person can choose a new direction other than revenge. Does not need to get revenge against that woman. No, not at all. They have fought enough. For one thing, she didn't do nearly as much bad stuff as she thought. For another, I'm not sure if that person knows who it is. For a third, I didn't choose her over her. Like there was no choosing. There's tribal stuff involved. And then that person should probably be aware that she has way more of a chance than any Shaw, right? And then I don't know if it's a chance thing, but the primary thing is that I don't believe that either of them are dead, nor am I, and I don't think anybody's going to prison. And if they are, I'm equally happy to say hello and to not hate on them, which is a substantially better outcome than most people wanted. Remember, I was supposed to be despondent, suicidal, with no friends, never have a girlfriend again, no money, homeless, and destitute. And then I guess even if she had gotten the house, then she would have discovered that it's worthless without me. I guess people didn't understand that special needs trust, there's a name attached to it. And then when it's done as a matter of a state law with a dead person, the spirits are actually involved with the whole thing. So if it turns out that the spirits are aware that the person in question has been buried in fucking concrete next to Jimmy Hoffa, and some shapeshifter changeling is taking my ID and acting like he's Michael Guzzi, the spirits will notice. They'll be like, hey, that's not the same guy. And they'll probably notice it even before I'm dead, and then in spirit form saying, hey, what are y'all doing with my trust? Hey, yeah, I'm dead. What do you mean? Just imagine a bunch of ghosts saying, oh my God, really? He died. We didn't know. Yeah, that's not how it works in the real world. In the real world, estate and trust law is a contract between the living and the dead that is mediated by the most shark-hungry lawyers you can imagine. That's what my mother gave for me. Yeah. It's pretty powerful.
All right, and then I want to get some advice from the universe.
And Allison's family thought they could take it. They already had it, but they thought they had to take it too. It's strange how cultures clash, isn't it? Yeah, no hard feelings.
What does Taurus need to know? Taurus. What does Taurus need to know?
What a hug feels like?
You have new moon in Taurus. Know your worth.
I'm worth a hug.
Know your worth.
I'm worth a goddamn phone call. I'm worth my jack@triathlon.com Google account coming back. I'm worth people not thinking that I'm some kind of reprobate freak.
Moon in Gemini, clear your mind. And this is
I hold
telling you there's a new beginning here on the horizon, so it's time to clear your mind and cleanse your energy.
And with this gift of my discourse to you, Azrael, I want you to know that this is not burying the hatchet.
The divine.
This is spirit inspiring me to let you know that I honestly.
All right, Taurus. So these are the messages that.
Quiet, lady. Compared to everybody else, you're number one on my favorites list. I'd suck your dick before any of the rest of them. Everybody else at Belgab can fucking take a short walk off a long pier. I don't give two flying fucks. You, on the other hand, I actually like you. I don't know who is to blame for this getting out of hand. Loki or Ahriman or Baal or I don't know what the fuck. But I'll tell you who's responsible for bringing it down to earth and wrapping it up into a nice little package. Me, baby. Just me. I could have gone a number of different directions with this entire outcome, and I decided to maintain discipline and hold firm to my principles that a solution is not good for me unless the solution works for everyone. And the notion of taking somebody's relationship away and leaving them abandoned and then putting forth more effort to keep them abandoned, to squeeze the life and the willingness to live out of them so that they can take their house and then feel good about it. I don't know who the fuck thinks about things that way, but all of them have gotten a fucking lesson from on high, have they not? They picked the wrong goddamn target. I'm a little hard to be taking fucking houses from. And the reality is, even if the DEA or anybody else did take this house, well, I don't really like this house and I wouldn't want to be destitute, but my father had his village invaded by Soviet soldiers when he was 13, and they raped the women and killed the men and took him away to be a soldier for 3 years. That happened to my father. What has happened to me has been comparatively mild, although I don't know if he ever had a Oompa Loompa with way too much time on his hands to begin a program of mass hypnosis of the public through the wonderful art of slander. I don't know if my father ever had to deal with that one. I never imagined that I would myself, but you took things a little too far sometimes. And hopefully with this statement recorded and about to be broadcast today, hopefully I will put those matters to rest. Now, there's something I want to tell you about this. It's very interesting. I put out a video yesterday, and then I took it down right away because I was watching it after I uploaded it, and I discovered that I accidentally uploaded video of my penis. Oops. I was wearing a robe, right? But I was carrying the phone. Anyway, there's a couple times when the camera like accidentally catches my dick in frame. Now, I did not do this on purpose. I swear to God, I did not do this on purpose. And when I saw that I had done this, I initially felt horror, and then I realized, well, this is just God's little joke he's playing. Obviously, I took it down, and I'm not going to get busted for trying to do that. Compared to things that I've done in the past, I mean, I'm actually on top of things. I'm actually paying attention, and I maintain. I'm not taking the piss. I'm not pretending. I really didn't know that I did that on purpose. Yeah. Or I really didn't do that on purpose. I know it was accidental. Like, call it a Freudian slip. Anyway, here's the good part. When I noticed that I had done this, there were 12 people who had viewed it. It had only been up for 15 minutes, but still people were jumping on that. And then after I made it unlisted, I didn't private it. I made it unlisted. After it was unlisted, I noticed a few hours later that 8 more people had seen it. So that meant of the people who had seen it initially, some of them forwarded the link on, right? Undoubtedly in a desire to share pictures of my junk. Hey, look, it's Jack's junk. Ordinary, in the past, this would have bugged me. I would have felt violated in some way. Not anymore. I'm burned out all shame. For one thing, I think my penis is cute. For another, we're all clear now that it gets bigger, right? I have a retractable penis, not detachable, retractable. It's definitely an upgrade. It's like the alien jaws from the xenomorph, with the alien opens its jaws and then the saliva starts running out, and then the little punch jaw. I got one of them, sort of. No teeth, and it's not in my mouth. It's yeah. So I don't mind if people think I have a small dick. I don't. I'm not at all nervous or trepidatious about the size of my penis. I know for a fact it gets bigger. And the idea that I was humiliated by a gang of fucking lesbians laughing at my dick, Yeah, that was bait. I don't know why. I don't know why all these lesbians are hating on me. Partially because a lot of them have heard from other women who had negative experiences with me, which consisted of they dated me and they couldn't rip me off. They dated me and they couldn't trick me into admitting to being a rapist on the phone, right? Damn it. I had to have sex with him 3 times before I realized that he was too smart for me to figure out. Man, that's what the fucking lesbian army fucking lives on. And then the uber lesbians, the uber leses, the totes les, the prime, the Wonder Woman class. They fucking hate me still. I'm not nearly respectful enough of women. And I'm a man, so of course they hate me. But I believe that I will be able to turn that around into some sort of grudging respect, because I honestly don't have any problem whatsoever with those of gays. No problems at all with people having homosexual same-sex relationships. None. I have no compunctions about that. I have never broken up with anybody because they were gay. I have never wanted to destroy somebody because they're gay. I've never felt bad about somebody being gay. Great for yourself. Oh, is she gay? Oh, what a shock. Oh, did she leave me for a woman? I don't fucking know. Okay. I mean, she left me for a man. What the frick? It wouldn't make me feel any worse. I mean, it's not a surprise to me. And apparently that has seemed to be a big shock to some people. For one thing, why the fuck they know who she's dating when I don't? Mystery to me. And then how anybody convinced her that she was going to pull this off with me not having a solution. Well, they blew a lot of smoke up her ass. The good news is I completely don't mind whatever the hell she does. I mean, her tribal council says we can't get married. Maybe she can get married to a girl. I don't know. I don't need to be involved. I don't instantly think, ooh, I gotta be there. I gotta watch. Oh, I want to see them scissor. I'm not that person. Nor am I a person who would want to jump in and convince them of the majesty of the penis. That's not me. I hear that there's 2 women who want to have sex with each other and are concerned about me getting involved. I think to myself, why would they be concerned about that? I mean, why don't they try inviting me, right? Well, I mean, it's a ploy, right? It's their insecurities coming up against each other. It's like the stealth bomber when radar hits it just glances off. I never had a problem with that outcome, and in fact, I thought it was actually happening, and that they just didn't get around telling me for some important reason. I don't actually know what the truth is. I have no idea. A year and a half ago, I've been sitting in limbo. Before that, 5 years. Tons of shit. The identities of who the hell else she was having sex with did not seem to be all that important compared to other things. And the notion that I was a bad idea and that they needed to wait until I brushed my teeth and cleaned off the garbage. And then I don't know what they've been doing for like a year and a half, but I don't even know if that's true. But I guarantee you I'm not sitting around wanting revenge. I don't feel cuckolded. I don't feel bad. I feel kind of flattered. And in no way would I ever get in the way of somebody wanting to explore their forbidden love. I don't know why the forbidden love was even talked about, but I know why. But I want to state categorically for the record, those 2 broads can make ham sandwich all they want. I'm not mad. I don't mean to humiliate anybody, but it's not as though I don't love them. I mean, if I were to be invited, sure, but I think they invited other people first, right? I think somebody else was there. And so I'm okay with waiting until I can actually have a conversation with somebody, right? I can see now why having a conversation earlier would have been difficult. I respect that. I do. And then to act as though there was nothing and to just assume that I was going to be stupid forever was probably not the best idea, because it took me all of 30 seconds to just find him like a dowser would find a new well. Like, I asked somebody, I said, hey, have you seen this person? Silence. No. I asked 5 times. Got lied to each time. 5 times over the course of a year. I was kind of curious. Hey, what about this? What about this? No. There are special consequences for lying to somebody like me, but not all of those consequences are this tasty. So once I realized that I didn't need to wait for her to come back and tell me what the truth is, 3 months after the no contact started, I was like, well, I guess she's not going to call today. And gee, I wonder if I should consider alternate theories. And then I thought to myself, there's no possible way she was lying about that. Was there? Well, I don't know. I do know that in any case, I'm not upset about it, because I can see how she would be concerned about being replaced. But the truth is that in no way would I ever replace either of them. I don't hold a candle to either. And whatever's going on, I hope they can get along without me. I know it must be difficult them being, wait, are they strong independent? They're fiercely strong codependent women, I guess. I don't fucking know. And if somebody else is giving them counsel, well, I bet they're having a lot of fun dealing with that scenario. Are they tired to hear about me yet? I fucking bet so. Yeah, I don't need any revenge, but if I did, I just think about that. It's like, wow. They thought I was gonna fucking fall for that, huh? See, I'm not a sex addict. I'm not out of control with my impulses. I'm not unable to say, oh, okay, to such circumstances. Somebody who's a sex addict or who is controlled through a mind control scheme that involves that kind of power struggle, somebody would be. But I'm not. I can be friends with somebody and not have sex with them. I was kind of puzzled why I wasn't being told things. Now it's very clear. Oh, that makes sense. And then I can see how all of these people being misled about who I really am could have led to the outcome that some of you experienced. None of this was my idea. And I just simply don't think that anybody could have believed that the truth is what it is. I really loved her for who she is. Not for the sex, not for her access, not for her connections, and not to keep her out of her hands. No, I still love her. God, that's so cute. She's so adorable. I actually thought she'd get away with that. Oh, that's cute. That doesn't have to be insulting. But I never planned on marrying her. I was summoned, and I helped, and I'm still helping, and I can do it without getting my dick wet. So imagine that, guys. Imagine being that much of a man, because that's the kind of dedication marrying into a royal Native American tribal family requires. I don't know how these dudes do it. They are military and they did conquer them, so I can see how there's a certain amount of raping and pillaging going on. But in order to actually win the heart of somebody like that, to really be somebody's true love in life, a lot more than what I just said is required, along with the ability to hold one's tongue on somebody's birthday. But I don't have any reason. Nobody's giving me a gag order. I think I'm frankly being very complimentary to everybody. For example, I'm complimenting you, Ezra. I still talk to you at all. You know what you did. I don't need to know. I'm sure you feel bad. For one thing, now I know. And then other people don't have to feel bad about how I'm basically being really insulting in public. It almost sounds like I'm calling you out, but you and I know the truth. You know what it sounds like when I'm really upset and out of control. This isn't like that. And then this is not a continuation of that experience. This is a dialing down for I do truly wish an end to the conflict. I don't know what the conflict consists of, but I think people are arguing about who gets to pick over the bones of my corpse for money. I mean, ransacking me for once wasn't enough. I guess people are going to line up to be ransacking some more. There's not going to be any more ransacking. No. All the stuff that got taken away, it's going to be coming back. And if there was a secret jewelry session on Etsy, on eBay, if you were having a party selling my stuff to other people, like you're not fencing stolen goods. You're aiding and abetting my quasi-wife, who's going to have answers to questions that other people will ask. Like I don't have to sue anybody. Fucking other people are curious. What the fuck? They're going to look into it, and they're not going to do it for me. They're going to do it because that's the law. And then myself, I can see how people would want to know what the fuck happened, and they can't just ask me. I mean, I barely know myself. It comes down to I prayed to God for aid, and this is what I got. And I'm pretty sure I know where the guns are. I'll want those back, not in a hurry. And then that restraining order that'll be taken care of in the future when everybody realizes that there's only one restraining order and it's not even valid. It's kind of a weird situation. And then I never had a restraining order with Shaw. And if the entire Shaw clan wants to file suit against Michael Kuzi and file restraining orders and make a whole bunch of bold statements in court about how I'm a terrible person and a bad influence and grooming the children and shit, they are welcome to bring it. Right? I'm not afraid of any of them. Even if they are being compelled to through use of blackmail or coercive force by their overlords, for they are conquered people. If they are forced and compelled by force to come against me and lie, I won't have to deal with them the way I'm dealing with you, Ezra. I love those people. I genuinely love them. They barely can probably understand that, but it's true. I do. I admire them. I care for them, and I would never go against them. And because of my tribal affiliation, I don't have to. I don't have to worry about the marriage thing. Like, she has commitments to other men? No problem. I'm not mad about that. I never was. She had this other guy. He thought that I didn't care for him. Hell no. I just didn't like the way that I didn't understand why he got to do things that I didn't. Well, now I understand that. And then that has a lot to do with me not being lied to anymore. See? So it's all going to work out for me and for sensible people. And those that are sweating the Michael Kuzi influence that I still have with their situation, well, you know, they can just put a fucking cork in it. I never asked for this. I asked to keep her alive. And I did. And I have absolutely no investment in what happens next. So whatever the court decides would be great. I'm not trying to, let's go to counseling and get back together. Like, fuck no. Get back together. I'd have to get back, the person to get back to, that person believed that I wasn't that big a deal in terms of my abilities and that I believed that she wasn't something. Well, I don't know. That person was delusional. I don't want her to be delusional. I want her to be who she is. And she should know I'm a big deal too. I have special rights too. And they're just as important as hers. And I'm not a conquered person. I'm a citizen and I don't have children. And I'm not going to pay for someone else's under those circumstances. I don't think they needed money. I think they needed a lesson, an example. I don't know. And I didn't hit on the kid's girlfriend. So I think I'm a winner here. Now, if there's anything else that I can help you on your little forum, you're welcome to invite me. Doesn't have to be a round table, although I would be honored. And anybody who imagines that criticizing me unfairly is a good idea is welcome to do so. It's not that I'm above criticism. It's that I'm just above yours, Bogab. And what? Any questions? Frankly, if I wanted revenge, I don't know what I would get that would be better than this. Happy birthday, Taurians. You don't know who my Taurus friends are, do you? No, just you. Okay, so all my friends who are Tauruses know that I know that I'm hitting on you with this, and then I'm not going to tell you about who they are. Ha 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 ha. How does that feel? Yeah? Does that feel good? Okay. Give my love to your mother. Repeatedly. Bye.
If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I'd burn this whole building down. Delilah was a woman, she was fine and fair. She had good looks and cool black hair. Delilah, she gained ground on Samson's mind. When he saw this woman, she looked so fine. Delilah, she climbed up on Samson's knee, said, tell me where your strength lies, if you please. Then she spoke so kind and she talked so fair, till Samson said, Delilah, cut off my hair. You can shave my head clean as my hand, and my strength becomes as natural as any man. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I'd burn this whole building down. Samson as far back his might. You won't know just how a lion kill a man with his paws. Well, Samson got his hands up round that lion's jaws, and he ripped that beast and he killed him dead, and the bees made honey in the lion's head. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I'd burn this whole building down. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would burn this building down. If I had my way, if I had my way, I'd burn this whole building down.
Okay, troopers. Do you like that song? Is it foreboding? I hope not. You'll notice I'm not playing When the Man Comes Around. That's a chilling show to show to a bunch of people who are wondering what's going to happen next. A lot of the people who are listening to this don't know what to expect. Their whole worldview has been shattered. They thought I was an idiot. They thought I was a criminal. No, well, maybe that's why they're not judges, and they're fucked off glorified meter maids instead. Let me explain to the general audience as well as you why it appears as though I get to run around taking shitloads of drugs and making terroristic threats as if I'm fucking Gary Oldman and Leon the Professional. I'm not making terroristic threats. I'm not running around taking lots of fucked up drugs. I'm not. It may appear that way because you imagine that if a guy could do all the drugs he wants, that he would do a bunch of them. No, the amount of drugs that I want to do is as little as possible to get the job done. Okay? This may come as a surprise to the great majority of you, especially the ones who have been subjected to DARE fucking mind control programming. Fucking Tavistock. It's possible for a person to be disciplined. And my parents were cursed with the scourge of addiction their whole lives, to a far greater degree than I thought while they were alive, only to find out later after they were dead, like, wow, oh, well, that explains everything. No wonder. Yeah, I don't need to rag on my family experiences or make light of anybody else's. Addiction is a terrible affliction that has been weaponized as a control scheme against the population of the planet, which on the one hand I think is a terrible thing to do to the population of the planet. On the other hand, pretty impressed with the space lizards, right? Like, wow, good job on getting humanity on lockdown. Fucking, they're filthy little beasts, aren't they? That being said, I've made a lot of bold statements that people in the know have known was straight up hyperbole. But since this one might actually get some play, I want to make it clear. When I say burn the DEA to the goddamn ground, okay, so that's a joke because it burns itself to the ground every time they bust a soccer mom for pushing dime bags while they're busy raping and intimidating Native American women, because they get to do that. They're government. The government has conquered those people. Those people are their property. They are used as bait and fodder and tools of the government to impose their will upon everybody else. They are mercilessly, relentlessly exploited and done so to instill fear in the hearts of the populace who know there's some fucked up shit that happens, right? And it's 1,000% legal, which is it's nightmarish to consider. But I've heard stories. Apparently, George Washington really was pissed, and I don't know how. They don't talk about it much in schooling. Certainly not anymore. But I don't know how they got from whatever they did before the Mayflower landed to what we got now. I have no idea how they. I could theorize, but those stories are not shared with me. And when I was a kid, I couldn't understand quite why it was that way. Remember the crying Indian? And then I knew that there was a difference, but I didn't understand what the deal was. And I figured, well, one day I would find out. And since I'm not a racist sex-crazed lunatic, I didn't immediately go out and look for a girlfriend who was Native American, although it did sound like a good idea. Like, why not Native American woman? Well, I can tell you why you don't want to necessarily automatically date a Native American woman, because it's fucking racist. That's kind of rude. Like, why? Do you want to get fucking free cigarettes? Like, no. If one is aware that they're the best goddamn genetic stock that God ever graced creation with, that's different. But that's racist and sexist the other direction, right? That's like, I'll only have chocolate ice cream. I'll never have vanilla. Vanilla's for losers. Get a real ice cream, loser. I mean, like, I'm not like that either. Okay, so when it was appropriate for me to have a Native American girlfriend, I got one. And damn, I don't know if I'll ever want to. I don't know. It was awesome. God, I love grapefruit. She's one of the most amazing. No, she is the most amazing woman I've ever met in my life. Knowingly, right? I wasn't really supposed to know how awesome she was, but I don't give a shit. And in the future, when I have another relationship, that's basically out of my hands. I can't talk to that woman again until the court says so. I would like to break up with her before going on to another relationship. Apparently, that isn't acceptedly. That isn't done in the history of the DEA. Apparently the DEA thinks that they get to fucking not only do they enforce drug administration, they also enforce marriages. Apparently, they also control native fucking conquered can of fodder. Apparently the DEA has got a whole bunch of fucking areas under their fucking belt. So when I say bird to the ground, it's only because it'll be reborn again anyway. I mean, there has to be a DEA, and the DEA isn't. It's not really a U.S. thing. It's a galactic thing. Okay. Because turns out there's drugs all over the place, and coming to Earth and spraying drugs in somebody's face, and then kidnapping them and taking them to Mars and fucking breeding them for fucking creepy Jovians or whatever the fuck. It's not just cattle mutilations, right? The DEA has a bunch of responsibilities that most of you people will never ever know about in your entire wildest dreams. Reality is nothing like you think it is. The corridors of power on Earth are wildly different from what we've been told, and that's good. I don't need to explain it to you. I don't need to say, oh my God, it's a conspiracy, the continuity of government and the Rex 84 and the blah, 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 blah. I'm not Alex Jones. Hi, Alex. I like Alex Jones. But it's not like I need to rabble-rouse or cause seditious thoughts to happen or telling everybody to pick up arms against their oppressors. I don't think we are being oppressed. I think you're just too stupid to fucking stand up for your rights, humanity, most of you. Not all of you, certainly, but there's a large number of people who have not clue one what the fuck the law is. And they've been trained by society to hate people who do. Why does he get to do that? Well, there's a lot of stuff I don't get to do. And if I happen to get to do something that you don't think I should get to, well, isn't it wonderful that people allow you to fucking be all judgy and shit? All right? So I'm not guilty of making terroristic threats against government employees. Not even once. There's not a doubt in my mind that every single person who works for the DEA, number one, hears about me on their first day at work. Number two, it's pretty much is told not to fuck with me unless there's a real big reason. As you might notice, I can talk a good game, and it's not a game, right? I guess some people didn't like that so much and decided to wait until my parents were out of the way and I was completely discombobulated by people lying to me to launch their pincher attack and spring the trap and take my shit. I guess some of these people have hated me for years, and I think a lot of us can see why, because I really am that pretty, and I'm smart. And your whole goddamn organization is fucking corrupt from top to goddamn bottom, which is a real problem considering the tremendous power that modern drugs have. The development of fentanyl in whatever year that was a huge deal that didn't get any play and discussion. For thousands of years on this planet, the opium trade was the complete and total lockdown of power. Didn't matter if you're a politician. Oh, you're a politician. Well, I bet you have family. What happens when you wake up one morning and they're all turned into heroin addicts? That happens. You don't want to know how bad it can get. It can get bad. Why did Britain have Hong Kong? Seems pretty far away from the land of Britain. Why the fuck did Queen Elizabeth have anything to do with it? Well, here's what happened. They were using opium as a weapon of war, and I don't think the Queen liked that very much. And up against the vicious brutality of the English mindset. I don't know. Have you met many Britons? I like them, but they may or may not like me. And some of them can be real dicks. Like, you've heard the stories, I'm sure. In reality, they're all like that. which is cool. But anyway, dope running and drug smuggling and all this fucking modern shit. It's a big fucking problem, much larger than you might think. And just because weed is legalized the way it is, that's a lot bigger deal than you might think. And the things that I've learned about the whole process have really got my attention and made me realize that there's a big reason why my whole life I've been fascinated by what people are doing. And it's not because I want to get high. And it's not because I want to kidnap women and shoot them up and fuck them. And it's not because I'm going to beat them up when they don't give me what I want. It's because my parents were addicted and I grew up watching them suffer. And I thought to myself, there's got to be a way to fix that. And it turns out, there is. And when Earth is no longer a planet in contention for galactic dominance from fucking various different star systems that want to fucking control this place, Earth is a pretty unique place. And I don't care if this sounds like bullshit to you. There are extraterrestrials. There are maybe aliens, depending on your thing. And they vie for dominance on the surface of the Earth because humans don't know shit. It's just like the Mount Olympus gods. It's just like all the stories. It's happening all the time, every day. You don't see time travelers because they hide. You don't know about the stuff in the sky because the men in black hide it. And I get to tell you and not die because, well, fuck, why not? Yeah. So I'm not burning anything to the ground except their reputation. And that's okay. They need a new one anyway. They need to reformulate. I love public servants. They're adorable. Look at them work. Yeah, you go Tigers. You go Lions. Go Bears. Go get them. You're in charge. Yeah. How many of you met? How many of you have met a Templar? That's classified information probably, so I withdraw the question. Look, it's not what you think. It's cool, but those people don't deserve to have total unrestricted dominance over certain areas of human law, because as is borne witness by the last 18 months, there's some people who do not know what to do with the power that they have, and there is no one in a position of oversight over them anymore. Right, so I'm not turning anybody in. I'm not declaring war on any officers, and I don't think that they should all quit. I think that they should stay at their jobs as long as possible, and then when the agency's abolished, they can grab all the office supplies they want. And y'all should be nicer to these people. They have no idea what kind of shitstorm they're working for. The legalization of cannabis in half the country has created a power imbalance and vacuum that currently there's currently a turf war raging across jurisdictions that used to have things well in hand. There's been some unintended consequences to making weed legal. Like, for example, I don't have to be friends with douchebags anymore. I can just go to the store. I don't have to be friends with some asshole because he can get weed, and if he talks shit about me, he'll cut me off by talking to his friend that he went to fucking grade school with, who'll do everything he says, and then they don't like me anyway because for whatever fucking reason. I don't have to kiss ass to get access to food. Cannabis isn't a drug; it's a food. You don't even know how to use it right. So I want to make it very clear: I'm not suggesting that anybody starts taking up arms against our oppressors, starting with DEA. No. Just going to burn them to the ground because they're like the phoenix. Every day they rise anew because they take so many drugs they're immortal. Not exactly, but so are we clear? That's why I get to say the things I do and why I'm not being thrown in jail. That's why I'm not worried too much about what's going to happen next. People who know what I'm saying is exactly true. They're just not allowed to say it. They'll lose their jobs. They'll lose standing in the eyes of their peers. They'll be guilty of sedition probably. Whereas somebody like me, I'm a fool. I'm just a babbling idiot showing up at court and drooling from the mouth and pointing at the ceiling and saying they're stars, and everybody says, "Ah ha ha, what a dork! Ah, I bet he's got a brain tumor. Do you think he's bipolar?" No. I'm a perfectly rational man faced with an insane situation. And I hope you've enjoyed what I've done about it, because at least I fucking did something. Gay.